now? Can you see anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Hello, Prithvi Teja.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you, how many of you have submitted homeworks?
Ma'am, I submitted. I
Those
Ma'am, I
submitted, ma'am.
who
submit.
did, yeah, good.
I
Those who
submitted,
did
ma'am.
not submit, you must submit it by the evening. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So I'll give you time until 10:30 p.m. You all can submit. Those who did not submit yet. Are
Okay,
you
ma'am.
getting my point? Simply
Yes, ma'am.
without doing homeworks, you're not supposed to enter the classroom. Even though it is online class, I still consider this as a classroom and it has every decorum in it. Though it is online class, there's no difference between online and offline. I'm very strict when it comes to your learning. Okay? And complete your classworks and complete your homeworks. There will be a 5 marks for the homework in your internal assessment. If you don't submit it on time, you won't get full marks. And remember, 10th standard, it's most decisive stage in your academics. And this year will determine, next year going to, you might be, seeking admission for science or medical, whatever. And 10th marks plays a predominant role in it. Are you getting my point?
Yes,
Please
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
have
ma'am.
a notebook, pen, and keep making notes while I explaining a poem. Today I wanted to explain a poem, but you have, not fully involving in the class. Only 72 members have enrolled to the class today, and you are 90 plus. See, those 20 students will miss the class. Again, you will ask for the repetition of the class, which will not happen. Next time onwards, I want full attendance in your class.
Ma'am, it is being
73
recorded, ma'am,
members.
class.
Yes,
Classes are being recorded, ma'am.
it is being recorded.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, not an issue. Let it be. Okay. I just wanted to share my screen slides, but it's not possible. Wait. Can you see my screen now?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh, okay, wait. I'm trying to show my screen to you. Not an issue. I will start a poem today. That is Fire and Ice. If you have textbooks, open your textbooks. Have pen with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm trying to share, but it's not coming.
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Yes, ma'am. It came, ma'am.
Wait.
Again, it's not visible, ma'am.
Would you like the way of teaching through slides? You like it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Through visual imageries? Through visual imageries, I think you will learn much better. Because sometimes audio might break, but if you can see everything in in a picture manner, Through pictures, I'm sure you will learn it better. That's why I'm searching for the PDF. But it's not. What to do? There are only 4 PDF. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here we
No,
go.
ma'am.
Why no?
It is visible, ma'am.
We can see, ma'am.
Okay. Enlarge this. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have this page? So why it is not getting enlarged? I'm trying to zoom
Ma'am,
this
shall we write
picture.
points in homework book, ma'am?
Would you like to write points in homework book? You can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, write the title Fire and Ice and write it's written by Robert Frost. So you have the introduction of about Robert Frost, right? We all know
Yes,
because
ma'am.
you have studied him.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
is a familiar figure. He is a familiar figure for you all, and he is a person needs no introduction because you know about this poet. Darinesh, are you here? Can you able to listen to me? Dharanish, Mehreen, say yes. You can open your microphone and replay.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
Can you all see this? Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See? Yeah, okay. A poem is something that can be taught very little and interpret more. See, each one of us, if we can able to share, express our own views about the poetry or about the poem, it will enhance the beauty of the poem. I mean to say that there is no, fixed meaning for the poem. Each one of us, 90 people, we can interpret a poem in a way that we understood it. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Because,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, because in a poem, any word that is used by a poet doesn't have a fixed meaning. You can bring several meanings to a particular word based upon your understanding. Let's say the poem title is Fire and Ice. So, how many of you think the poem only is about fire and ice? Do you think the poem is only about two natural elements, fire and ice?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. The classroom, a class should be reciprocal way because you should also interact with me. It's not just one way of teaching. It is a classroom where we both of us, teacher and a student, we share our opinions, ideas together and enhance our knowledge. Anybody? Do you think it encompasses more meaning than what it actually says? Fire and ice. It has several meanings, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Let me read the poem for you. So this poem is written by Robert Frost and we already studied him in our previous class. We already studied one more poem from him, that is Dust of Snow. There are two small poems written by him. That is, one is Dust of Snow and the second one is Fire and Ice. Some say the world will end in fire, and some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also a great and would suffice. The last line is missing there. So what do you understood by the reading? Anybody can interpret. So what exactly the poet is
Ma'am,
trying to talk
some say
about?
the Ma'am,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
say that the world will end in ice or fire. Ma'am, the poet is saying that he will favor on fire.
Okay.
And if he has options that the world will end in twice, means he get a chance means he yeah, he
Yeah,
get
yeah,
a
it's a good.
chance to
If the world doesn't end in fire, it can end in ice also. Okay? Because both
He's
are
also
equally
comparing us to he's also comparing us to heaven or hell also, ma'am.
very good. Not heaven and hell. He is interpreting
Desire and
about.
hate, ma'am.
Very good. Next.
Ma'am, different people are different views on the depth of them. And some
Yeah.
people say that the world will end in fire means we should not together get to the means, ma'am. We should use in our own belief, ma'am.
Okay. Here in the poem, the poet is talking about how both fire and ice can bring probable end to the world. See, here the poet is talking about the destruction of the world that we are living in now. You know, everything in the nature has an end. Do you agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Even Yeah, even this world will have an end, and we don't know when exactly. Even this world has an end, and we already studied about all this thing in Bible. They interpret the world will end, the second coming, the Jesus Christ will come, isn't it? To take all the good people with him and let all the sinners in the world. And see this poem, this theme is already being used by Dante in his Inferno poem. And the same theme is also used by John Milton in the Second Coming poem. So here you can interpret in the poem in two ways. One is in a mythological perspective, and the other one is in materialistic perspective. The one, if you think, here the poet is talking about the destruction of the world, like how it will end. One, it can end by fire, or it also can end by ice. You know, ice age, you know about ice age, right? You must have
Yes, ma'am.
seen the movies. Or even in Kannada, we have Kaliyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ? ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು
Yes,
ಯುಗಗಳು ಕೊನೆ
ma'am.
ಆಗ್ತಾ
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ಇದೀಗ
ma'am.
ಇದೀಗ Kaliyuga, right? This yuga will also have an end for sure, but we don't know when it is. Are you getting? In the same
Yes, ma'am.
perspective, I'm just giving you and trying to explain it in a very simplistic manner so that each and every child will understand the poem. Because see, the poem may look so simple, nine-line poems, but every word in it has a greater meaning. Are you getting my point? The poem is simple,
Yes, ma'am.
but it has a great and vast meaning to analyze. That's why I'm just trying to put it in a very simple manner. Okay, in the poem, the poet talks about how both fire and ice can bring probable means impossibility, chance, probable end to the world. The poet goes on to explain how fire represents desire and ice represents indifferences, and excess of either can destroy a relationship and be enough to bring an end to the world. The poem conveys a message that only love, humanity, and sympathy for each other can establish and maintain peace and harmony in the world. Did you understand the theme,
Yes, ma'am.
the poem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just take a pen and write in your notebook. See here, the poet has taken two natural elements. One is fire and the other one is ice. And both are extremely opposite of each other. Do you agree? See,
Yes,
these
ma'am.
are two
Yes, ma'am.
extreme end. Okay, one is fire and the other one is ice. For Frost, fire and ice stand for destructive powers. See, write fire. The word fire has several meanings in the poem. Write down fire. Here in the poem, it stands for greed, conflict, intolerance. Are you writing? Are you
Yes,
writing,
ma'am.
children?
Yes, ma'am.
Fire stands for
Yes,
greed,
ma'am.
duracity, conflict, avarice. Avarice andru greed, excessive feelings for something, to gain something. Avarice, fury. Fury means angry, furious. Fury, lust, that is desire. Intolerance, intolerance, comma, rigidity, rigidity, rigidity. That means stiff. You understood? Next, ice. The other element, ice. That means ice here stands for insensitivity. Am I reading it fast? Insensitivity. Did you all written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Insensitivity, coldness, coldness, cruelty. Anybody have problem? Cruelty, indifference, hatred. You got the meaning? For in which way the poet has used the words two elements, fire and ice. It's not just a fire in the poem, or it's not just a ice. It has several meanings to interpret in the poem. Okay, you know about Robert Frost. We don't have to discuss him about again because we already discussed about him in the previous poem. Okay, see, the poem Fire and Ice is a complete allusion to Dante's poem. I think I suggest you to read the poem Dante's Inferno. It's about how this world will come to an end. Robert Frost's poem condenses what Dante writes in his book about hell. Frost tells about how he agrees with Dante that the deepest realms of hell are icy. He also uses figurative language to portray what hell looks like, as well as who is imprisoned there. Robert Frost refers to the different reasons that sinners are sent to hell and the degree. See, some lines are missing there. Okay.
We should write, ma'am,
Shall
that one.
Huh?
We should write, ma'am, that.
Oh, don't write. I'm just giving you a hint that if you read Dante's Inferno poem, that will serve as a supplement for the poem Fire and Ice. It's just for your extensive study or extensive reading to enable you to understand the poem themes much better. You got it?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Just to
Yes, ma'am.
you able to listen? Okay, let me explain line by line. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. We don't know who is that some. If you can divide the entire world into half, half of the population have a belief that definitely the world will end in fire, and the other half will say, no, no, it will end in ice. So, definitely, there is an end to this world, and both are extremely strong that it can bring destruction to the world. In the first stanza, the poet is contemplating about the probable end of the world. According to him, there could be two possible causes of that means to the destruction of the world. He suggests the age-old question of whether the world will end in fire or in ice. So, to put it in a simple manner, ಕೆಲವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಮಳೆ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ನಾಶ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಳಯ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ನಾಶ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Or one
Yes, ma'am.
a sun will become too hot, it can burst out, and the entire world or the entire earth will burn. That is fire in one perspective. Okay, see, I can interpret poem in two different perspective, as I already mentioned. One is mythological perspective, that how the world can end. That is one box. And if we can think out of the box, the other one is about human emotions. See, the fire, it stands for the human emotions: greed, conflict, lust, intolerance. And the other one, ice, is about insensitivity, coldness, cruelty. See, we as a human beings, we have all the emotions in us. ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಜನ ಒಂಥರ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕರುಣೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ದಯೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಗ್ರೀಡಿ, ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಕ್ರೂಯಲ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಲಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್. Yeah, very good. Yeah, you can talk to me, you can share your views whenever you want to. Okay, see, lots of crimes are taking place. It's all because of fire. It's all because of desire in them. See, some are too greedy that they want to become rich. Okay, they can go, they just rob some others' wealth. Are you getting my point? Too selfish, they don't help others. ಸಿ, ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಪಗಳು ತುಂಬಿಕೊಳ್ತಿದೆ, ಜನರು ಅಷ್ಟು ದುರ್ಮಾರ್ಗಿಗಳಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಂದ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಕೊನೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಪೊಯೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ dissatisfaction about human beings, and all he wants is peaceful and harmony in the world. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, in a very simplistic manner. See, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ he is talking about how the world will end. It can be because of the fire and ice, and the other one, he is just took the examples of human beings, how our own excessive emotions can bring a disaster to the world. Example, to be able to understand, to make you understand, greed. So the people or the human being is just cutting all the trees in the world. Are you understanding? Do you understand my point? He's cutting
Yes,
all the
Yes, ma'am.
all the trees, is just extending his empire. He wants to build houses, he wants to build factories, he wants to become rich. So much of greedy. Okay, he's just engulfing everything that he could see, and the result is what? Time to time, drought, floods.
Floods.
Yeah, what next? Famine. What next?
Ma'am,
All
disease.
natural calamities.
All natural calamities is taking place. Why?
Cyclone.
Because of the cyclone. Yeah. Because of what? Because of human excessive desire. So here, desire is compared to fire, and all cruelty is compared to ice. We say, we say it's a cold-blooded murder. Some people say he's so. Can you able to understand? Some people say
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
cold-blooded murder, right? Why people say it's a cold-blooded murder? Because that murder will happen in such a way that without any mercy, without any emotions. So that's why even ice stands for intolerance, coldness, or cruelty. Are you getting my point? See, because of all these
Yes, ma'am.
excessive bad emotions, greediness, the world will definitely. What do you think about this image?
Greedy, ma'am.
What emotion is this? Dear students, can anyone interpret? What emotion is this? What is that
Destroying
emotion?
the nature.
Huh? No, it is about greed.
Greed.
Duracell, he wants the entire world for him. One person is becoming so rich. Huh? The other end is having nothing. It's about greed. It's about desire. Desire to have everything only for one person. And this greediness can definitely destroy the world, destroy the nature, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, let me explain the poem for you once. Then we can interpret our views on the poem. Some say the world will end in fire, and some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So here the poem in the first stanza, the poet is talking about the probable end of the world. According to him, there could be two possible causes of that. He suggests the age-old question of whether the world will end in fire or in ice. Both the reasons are completely opposite to each other. There is a debate about how the world will end. Some favor fire. According to them, the fire represents the human desires and passions, which will eventually lead the world to its probable end. The poet in this stanza favors those who believe that the world will end in fire. So, do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ದುರಾಸೆಯಿಂದ ಜನರ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ದುರಾಸೆ ಆಸೆ ಆಮಿಷಗಳಿಂದ ಅದೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನ ಸುಟ್ಟಾಕುತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ. ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. See, here the poet is talking about not just fire can bring disaster or end to the world, even an ice is also definitely can bring disaster or end to the world. Because, but if it had to perish twice, that means, so this statement is telling you, see, the world is already at the verge of end. Don't you greedy, too selfish, they don't think about others. Insensitivity, no one cares. Even if there is an accident on the road, they just try to take selfies or they just try to make videos. That is called insensitivity towards others. Instead of calling ambulance. This is just day-to-day examples I'm bringing out to enable you to connect with the theme. Are you understanding? What is there to perish? The world is already perished once. People are already destroyed it, destroyed the world, beautiful nature. Agree with me? Agree with me or
Yes,
not?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
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 Yes, ma'am.
I think I know enough of it. See, the poet, I is the poet there. That is Robert Frost. We know that poet is a very learned person. He is too experienced. This poem is not by kid. This poem is by a legend, Robert Frost. As a person, as a poet, he already experienced everything. So he is saying, I think I know enough of hate. That means, see, he's witnessed desire, he witnessed hatredness, maybe as a victim by himself, or he, observed the hatred in the people, or we don't know in what perspective he used that line. But it is very evident that people everywhere are having very greediness, all this fire and ice emotions are in them. It's already perished, but if I had to perish twice, see, I means we can also include in the word I. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂಥರ ಒಂದು ಕರುಣೆ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನೇನು ಹಾಳಾಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಪೆರಿಶ್ ಟ್ವೈಸ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹಾಳಾಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈವನ್ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ a distraction to the world. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate. We have witnessed enough of hatredness, desires in the world. Definitely not just fire, even a destruction can also be brought by ice, and that is also a great element in destroying the world. Don't you think so? Our Buddha already told this quote that ಆಸೆಯೇ ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ, ಆಸೆಯೇ ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, already learned people ಅಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೆಜೆಂಡ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆಗಳು, ದುರಾಸೆಗಳು ಇವೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಯೆಟ್ ಕವಿತೆ ಬರ್ದಿರೋದು, ಪದ್ಯ ಬರ್ದಿರೋದು. See, the destruction of the world seems very much imperative to the poet. That means definitely a destruction will happen, and we don't know whether it is in the format of fire or in the format of ice. We don't know, but it's one thing is very evident. The destruction of the world seems very much important to the poet. It will happen. He first discusses about the destruction caused by the fire, and if it fails, see, even a destruction will not happen by fire, definitely it will happen by ice. See, then the ice would end the humanity. It is a dreadful thought that the world could be destroyed twice, and ice has the power to destroy it by melting away slowly. Let's say if there is no sun, if one comet hit Earth, and let's say, or it blocks the sun, if it forms the ash in front of the sun, definitely the sun rays will not fall on Earth. What will happen eventually? Everything in the world will condense. Without sunlight, what will happen? Lakes will get frozen, or the rivers will get frozen, and the glaciers will, or if there is too hot, if the sun is too hot, glaciers can melt away, isn't it? And that raises the level of water bodies, level of water in the earth, and that can result in floods, ಪ್ರಳಯ, ಸುನಾಮಿಗಳ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ವಿನಾಶ ಹೊಂದಬಹುದು. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The ice represents the power to destroy it by melting away slowly. The ice represents the hatred in the poem. See here, that is one way of destroying the world in a catastrophic manner. The other one is human emotions. How fire represents greediness, or the desires, intolerance, and the ice represents, as I already mentioned, insensitivity, coldness, and cruelty. So both these emotions, both this fire and ice in a human being, these two emotions would be enough to bring an end to the world. The ice represents the hatred in the poem. Hate is equally powerful as desire. Hate is an emotion existing in every human, and it can consume human mind. It is a powerful emotion and has the ability to bring a probable end to the world. The poem gives a very significant message to the humankind to be away from hatred, jealousy, and desires, and live together with everybody in harmony and love. Do you understood the poem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
See, the poem may look like simple, but the literal meaning, a figurative meaning in the poem is different. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪೋಯಮ್ಮು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಒಳಾರ್ಥನೇ ಬೇರೆನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಏನು ಅಂತ?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ?
Yes, ma'am.
So poem, yeah, the poet is talking about how as a human beings we should keep our emotions under control. Anything in excessive can definitely bring disasters to ourselves. ಒಬ್ಬನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಕೋಪ ಅವನನ್ನೇ ವಿನಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ತಳ್ಳಬಹುದು. ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಅಗ್ರಿ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ದೊಡ್ಡವರು
Yes,
ಹೇಳೋದು
ma'am.
ಕೋಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇಫ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೂ ಆಂಗ್ರಿ, in our day-to-day talk we'll say he was on fire, he was too furious, he was on fire antivalva. So that hatred, so that angriness, furious is compared to fire in a person. Or if a person is too jealous, ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಉರಿ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಅಂತೀವೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just bringing words to be able to bring it in a simple manner, to bring the poem meaning to a very simple. ಅಂತಿವೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ? ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಮೋಷನ್ಸ್ ತಾನೆ
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
children? Talk to me. Yeah, so these emotions should be kept under check, these emotions should be kept under control. Anything in excessive definitely bring disasters to any individual who have it. ಕೋಪ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಮ್ಮನ್ನೇ ಸುಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
ಕೋಪ, ದ್ವೇಷ, ಅಸೂಯೆ, ಮತ್ಸರ, ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಕಿಚ್ಚು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಅನುಕಂಪ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನನ್ನೇ ವಿನಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ be a danger to others as well. If we are if we are not sensitive enough to others problems, definitely there we lost humanity. Understood what is this poem is all
Yes,
about?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It is it's
Yes,
just a poem that with a large and vast meaning, and the poet is just giving a message to all of us. It conveys a message that only love, humanity, and sympathy for each other can establish and maintain peace and harmony in the world that we are living. Because we only have one world, and that is for us, for everybody. Okay, but if in this world, if we are living with all the bad emotions, and that will weigh down on us, and it won't let us have a peaceful life with each other. And even as a kid, you all are 15 years, 16 years probably, you must have witnessed all these emotions already. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
How as an individual you felt about this? If someone is showing hatred on you for no reason, if someone is so insensitivity towards you, jealous towards you, you won't feel happy in your own life or in your friend life, in your social life or personal life. So poetry is something that we can relate ourselves to it. That is the beauty of every poem. So we should adopt the themes that we learned from the poem. Only then we can be a better person as we are now. You understood the poem theme?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. Now I would like to give you a task now. Can anyone tell me what is the scheme of this poem?
A, B, A,
A, B, C, C,
B, B, C.
A, that is fire,
A B
and it matches,
A
and rhyming scheme
Desire.
for that is so A, first line, and another word
Fire
desire,
and desire.
that is in
Schema.
fire, desire, fire. Again, A, in the next line, that is different word. We have given B to it. Yeah, A, A,
Ma'am, A, B, A,
Five
and
stitches.
A, B, C.
A, B, A, again A, again B. Hate is a different word. So we have C.
BC, BCB,
Okay.
ma'am. Second para.
A, B, A, and then A, C, A, here it is. Okay. A, B, A. And then B, ice twice ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು B ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. B, and then C is a new word, that is hate. And then B, C, B, that is the rhyming scheme. You all know about rhyming scheme. You are very familiar with that. And one more, C, every poet uses literary devices in order to enhance the beauty of the poem. Here, a poet used what? Literary figures. Children, I could not able to this share the slides with you. I'm feeling so disappointed that I could not share slides with you. Next class, I will share the slides with you. I'll repeat the poem for you. So there is a technical issue. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
slide
Technical.
visible to us, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
People acted there, but I just wanted to take each and every slide out of this, but I could not. Fine. So you know literary figures. Can anyone tell me? Here, alliteration is being used. That is, the same syllable letter is used twice or thrice. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. So, the syllable or the letter S is used 4 times here. So, that is called alliteration, repetition of a syllable or a letter.
Consonant sound.
Yes. Next line, I hold with those who favor fire. F is being used twice here. Here it is alliteration. Okay.
Ma'am,
Uh,
and even
tell me.
world will know, ma'am.
Huh?
And even world will. WW. First line only, ma'am.
Okay. The world will end.
Yes, ma'am.
See, like that, any repetition of a consonant or syllable more than twice, thrice is called alliteration. So, Mehrin, are you here? Karthik, can anyone tell me your
Yes, ma'am.
own views of the poem? Your own view about the poem. See, next class I'll repeat the poem once again because I don't think so that. Okay. Can you see now? Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Still have time. Still have time. Let us discuss about the poem once again. Before that, I want one individual to express your understanding of a poem.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is that? Who can share?
Can I share, ma'am?
Very good. Go ahead.
Ma'am, the main central idea of the poem is that the poem gives message to live peacefully, ma'am.
Say loudly. Say loudly.
Ma'am, the poem gives a message to live peacefully in the world, ma'am.
No, from the
Peacefully
beginning,
without
anyone? Without surrendering ourselves to the destructive emotions, so-called fire, so-called hatredness, greed, insensitivity, coldness, cruelty, like that. Because these emotions can be destructive, not just for an individual human being, but it can be destructive to the world as a whole. Agree with that?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone, any other girls from girls' side? From girls' side? Huh? Anybody? None of you could understand. Girls, any girl? Should I call name by name? Nishmita. Hey Nishmita. Idiyanamma? Okay. Why are you so silent? Fire and Ice is a short poem by Robert Frost. In this poem, the poet refers to two predictions. Predictions mean guess of how the world will end. Some say it will end in fire, whereas others say it will end in ice. According to the poet, fire stands for desire, greed, avarice, or lust. The more you try to satisfy them, the more they grow, and there is no end to it. You understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Dear
ma'am.
children,
Yes, ma'am.
see again, if audio is getting break, you can see it in visual form. The summary is this: Robert Frost's poem Fire and Ice is a strong symbolic poem. What is the symbols used in the poem? One is fire and the other one is ice. Symbolic poem where fire is used as the emotion of desire and ice. And ice, is the emotion of desire, and ice that of hatredness. He has used the idea of two groups who have their own possible explanation for the end of the world. As we already said, some opinion that the world will end in fire, and some opine that the world will end in ice. One is of the opinion that fire alone can destroy each and every possibility of life on earth, while the other thinks that if ice, as a result of extreme low temperature, could cover the entire world and it would lead to the end of the something is there world, or both the components are equally competent enough with self-destructing human emotions, so desire and hatred. So the poet is originally of the opinion that he has been very closely associated with the fiery desires and considers it is capable of bringing human beings on the verge of. So here the poet is with the people who say the world will end in fire, because there is so much of desire that every human being is living with. And desire is not just in a limited, so it is in excessive greediness, so that can lead to an end to the world, beings on the verge of destruction. Thus, he considers fire as more competent for destruction. But then he thinks that icy hatred is just as capable of ruining humans, though slowly and steadily. Therefore, if earth was to end twice, ice would be just as good as fire. If fire would lead to rapid destruction, ice would lead to silent damage. Similarly, if fire is pure passion, ice is pure reason. Thus, the poem very artistically underpins the philosophy that we let our emotions rule us, and if we don't control them, they will surely bring us all on the verge of chaos and destruction. Agree with that? I put it in a picture format so that even though audio is break, you can able to understand in a visual imagery. Clear? Still have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
If
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
any doubts,
No, ma'am.
please do ask. See, language is not a barrier. Our intention is just to understand the theme present in the poem. Kannadadalladru heli, no problem, or in English as well. So desire meaning wish, favor, that means liking. Perish andre die or destruction. Destruction is the process of being destroyed. Suffice means be sufficient. Keywords. Word meanings is here. I'm sure you've already written all these things. Any doubt? Any doubt, children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ
ma'am.
ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಹೇಳೋಣ. So you understood the poem clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
No doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Please tell me if you still have any doubts. Sudiksha,
Yes, ma'am.
you understood?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. Just take a screenshot of it. Dear students, take a screenshot of it. These are the literary devices that is used in fire and ice. So I just wanted to write all this on board, but definitely the board will not be clearly visible to you all through your cameras. So I thought better let me put it in a picture format so that every one of you can able to make notes out of this. Clear? Took a screenshot. What are the literary devices used by poet to enhance his poem, to enhance the beauty of his poem? Got it? Took screenshot.
Yes, ma'am.
He has used even in the Dust of Snow poem. He has used all these literary devices. Same, right? Alliteration he used, assonance, and then this one, personification. You know personification? Giving inanimate objects life. Okay, wait. Sorry. Personification is to give human qualities to inanimate objects. In this poem, fire and ice are capable of destruction. So thus the poet personifies fire and ice by giving them mind and power to destroy anything. Screenshot ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next one. What is the other literary device is enjambment. So that is, it is defined as a thought or clause that does not come to an end at a blind break, rather it moves over to the next line. So that is without using any punctuation, the line without taking any break, it will come to an end at a line break, rather it moves over to the next line without any clauses or punctuation marks. Stop share kotre hogutteno. Still visible? No. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Still any doubts?
No, ma'am. No.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Sumaya?
No, ma'am.
Sumaya?
Yes,
Sumaya,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any doubts in the poem?
No, ma'am.
Clearly understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Aditi Shah?
Ma'am.
I'm giving you a chance to everybody to share your doubts or anything that you did not understand. Please raise your doubts. Siri? Yeah, open your microphone, Siri. Any doubts? Yogesh?
Ma'am. No, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No doubt.
No, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you share your views about the poem in 2 lines? Yogesh, just whatever you understood, it put it in a very simple language. Tell me,
Ma'am, in this
Yogesh,
poem, the poet is.
trying to
Ma'am, in
give a
this poem,
message.
the poet is
Huh?
trying to give
Poet is
a message. Ma'am,
whatever way.
the poet is telling. The poet is
Say.
telling about some
So in the beginning, the
inconveniences
poet
of
is
it.
talking about how this world will come to an end, and he has used to extreme end and symbols, that is fire and ice. Like that you should start. Okay. Yogesh, complete Madu. I can ask anybody. Sai Charan,
Yes, ma'am.
express your views on the poem.
The poet used the elements like fire and ice, ma'am.
Only. ಜೋರ ಕೇಳು.
The poet is using the natural elements like ice and water, ice and fire. The fire can rapidly
ಹಾ. Say. Sai Vishnu Teja. Vishnu Teja. Vishnu Teja. Can you hear me? Okay, NP Vishnu Sai. Idya,
Yes, ma'am.
please tell me, what did you understand?
The poem talks about the destruction of the world. The poet Robert
Okay.
Frost gives an example of two natural things like fire and ice. The poet supports the fire as a desire, and the people should live with love and humanity so that the peace can exist in the world.
Okay. The poet has used two natural elements, that is fire.
Fire and ice.
Tell me. Fire and ice, and he personified those two elements with emotions, right? Fire is associated with what all? What all emotions?
Greed,
Hatredness.
conflict, intolerance,
Very good.
rigidity,
Yes. Yes.
like excessive feelings.
Yes. Intolerance. Ice is associated with the human emotions, that is coldness,
Insensitivity,
cruelty,
coldness, cruelty,
insensitivity,
indifference.
hatred. And how this can bring distractions to the individual and to the world as a whole. Sudiksha, Idya,
Yes, ma'am.
please tell me.
Ma'am, here the poet is telling about the destruction of the world. So he's comparing it with two powerful elements, fire and ice. And the poet is telling that before that elements like fire and ice destruct the world.
There's a lot of noise from your side. Okay.
Ma'am, can you hear me now, ma'am?
I will ask. Yeah. Speak out.
Yes, ma'am. So the poet is comparing two powerful natural elements like fire and ice in this poem. So the poet is saying that before the world gets distracted by these elements, we the humans are only distracting it. So we have to live in peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to live in peace to save this world.
That we are living, yes. Shreyas artha aitappa? Mohammad Rayan? Mohammad Rayan, any doubt? Rayan is not speaking. Okay, in tomorrow's class, I will call out students' names, those who won't submit homeworks, and they will be removed from the next class. So take the works that I give to you very seriously and try to complete it. I don't accept or I don't entertain you if you are not working hard in each subject. I'm very strict, as I already mentioned. I want your holistic development in all the subjects, because in this year, make sure have a fixed determination, resolution that you will come out of this academic year with flying colors, with the distinction marks for sure. Have it in your mind. So work hard likewise. Okay? Tomorrow's class, I will be asking questions from the first chapter to this poem in generally. Okay? We have completed 3 already. 1 lesson, 2 poems, isn't it? And I will be asking you questions based on these 3 lessons. Be prepared for it, and that will be an oral quiz. I can ask anybody.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay with that?
Okay,
Whatever
Okay,
you
ma'am.
can.
Yes, ma'am.
Textbook PDF available in internet, CBSE website. Download your English textbooks. Read well. Okay, remember my explanation and attend tomorrow's oral quiz. That is compulsory. Every one of you should enroll. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hmm.
Thank you, ma'am.